The man accused of the racist massacre at the Tops on Jefferson Avenue was back before a judge earlier today, but this time it was in federal court after hate crime charges were filed against him just yesterday. 2 On Your Side's Ron Plants brings us the latest in this case. It has more reaction from the victims' families as they saw and heard the suspect in court.
With the heavy federal protective police presence, the U.S. courthouse in Buffalo, the setting this morning as 18-year-old Payton Gendron made what is formally called his initial court appearance following the 26-count federal criminal complaint that included the special hate crime provisions and death penalty eligible charge, use of a weapon to kill the 10 victims. He waived both preliminary and detention hearings. Some relatives of the victims in court to see him firsthand.
Very angry, very, very angry. He has not a lick of remorse.
It's hard being here. It's hard being in a courtroom with a terrorist. Seeing the man who tried to kill my son. Sitting there in the same space, sharing the same space with him is hard.
But she added,
because I need to share space with him. I need that. That's part of my healing process through this.
Gendron, seen here previously in state court where he faces a 25-count actual indictment, did answer some questions in court this morning about his understanding of the charges against him and what he said was his lack of resources to pay for legal counsel. 3 public defenders now representing him, just like 3 court-appointed attorneys at the state level. His required financial disclosure shows only $16 in his checking account and 2 shares of Disney stock with no property or vehicle in his name. Yet the FBI says he drove a blue Ford Taurus to the store and had purchased the semi-automatic rifle used in the killing and body armor he was wearing. Also a shotgun, another rifle, and laptop found in that car at the scene.
That's expensive stuff. Somebody was funding those things.
Again, no indication of any presence of the defendant's parents or family.
Why wouldn't they reach out and say, you know, this is their son. They created this animal. That bothers me, that the parents are just nowhere to be found, not saying anything.
Federal Court Magistrate Judge H. Kenneth Schroeder told prosecutors he wants them to urge their Justice Department superiors to make up their minds as soon as possible on a death penalty case to save taxpayers money on expert witness testimony, which may be needed with that course, or whether or not they decide against such a case. Again, that decision for U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, who again was here yesterday. The suspect is back in state custody in isolation at the Erie County Holding Center, obviously being held without bail. Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.